Hello, hello. Welcome to the Susie channel. Hopefully, everybody is having a wonderful Friday. Is it Saturday already? Almost. So it's the 30th of January already. Oh my gosh, this year is just gonna fly by. I can feel it. 56 degrees here in Arizona, and there's no music. Hi, Daniel. How are you doing? Thanks for popping in and saying hello. Good to see you. So it's Friday, almost Saturday. So it's 56 degrees here in Arizona. It's kind of cool. It's warmer than most places, and I am not complaining at all. So I am just gonna be happy with 56 degrees. There's no way I'm gonna complain. So yeah, it's 56 here in Arizona, and I've just actually did some. I had to go to the store today. I ran down to the hardware store, and I needed some soil because I have this big canoe planter that I got to fill. And so I had to pick up some. I think I got 3 bags of soil. Actually, so I bought the soil for a raised garden bed because this canoe is raised. So it's kind of like a raised garden bed, right? So I just kind of wanted to get the raised garden bed soil. Anyways, I got 2 bags of amend, and then another bag. I think there was maybe it's a local business, because it said all of the contents in the bag, which was like a potting soil, were from the local area. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna try it and see. I'm gonna see the difference between the consistencies, and then maybe in the future, if I like it, I'll purchase some more. It came in a pink bag. It was really cute, and so I was like excited. And hello, Rashid. How you doing? Good to see you. And so I've just been all over YouTube today, the past couple of days, and um, just kind of watching videos, keeping an eye on what's going on with the current events, and a few just kind of startling things, and just some things that kind of make you go, make that face like. Then I go watch like a happy video, and I'm like, yay! And then once you watch one of those videos, then your whole feed floods with the algorithm throws a bunch of that stuff in your feed, and I'm like, no, 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 I don't want to watch that much stuff and that much of that topic. But anyways, I stumbled across a channel today. So last week I was watching like 2 and 3 and 4 days in a row. There was like powwows in California, over at a casino, and it was like, shoot, it was like I watched it for like 3 days in a row, and they kept going, and I'm like, shoot, how long are they doing the powwow for? I mean, I think they went for a week straight, and then there was another one somewhere else. I know this one, the first one was in California. Um, can't remember right now, but anyways, I watched it, and then I found another powwow. So they had one in Phoenix also. I believe there was one in Arizona. Uh, and then I was like, okay, I think I got my fix with watching the dancers and the drums, and it was really good times. But then today I stumbled across a channel showing one out of Texas. I'm like, oh, this is cool. Supposedly, it was the Cherokee parade, and so I was like, oh, this is cool. I'm gonna watch this. So I was like, what, like 13 minutes in, and something was off about this video. Something was really off, and I was thinking something's not right. Like I started paying attention to the details of all the dancers. So they had a float, and there was a crowd. They were like down a main street, and there was crowds on both sides of the street. And then the people, I was like, wow, there's a lot of people. But all the tribe, the dancers, they all kinda looked similar in the face. I'm like, "That's not." And I was like, "Okay, something's off." And then I saw, like, one of the male dancers passing by. It g like, zoomed in, it got close up, and he had this huge medallion of, kinda like, I don't know, like, maybe, like, this big? It was, like, this big, and it had turquoise pieces all the way around it, like, this big, like, super hyper big, and I'm like, "Holy cow." Um, and at that time, my hubby was here sitting next to me, and I'm like, "Babe, look at this. Does this have you ever seen anything like this?" I mean, it was hanging from his neck, and then he had a belt on that was super hyper big and, like, turquoise pieces, like the size of your palm, and bigger, and it was just adorned into this, like, buckle, big, huge, and I'm like, that's an expense that's a lot of turquoise. That's a lot of turquoise right there. And then so I was like, I was paying attention to minor details, and all of a sudden, the camera panned over from that dancer to a woman dancing with a feather in her hair, like, in her headdress. And, she was dancing, and she was facing that dancer I was paying attention to at the turquoise. And then all of a sudden, there was a glitch, and she, like, flipped. She, like, went from staring at him to instantly facing the other way, like, instantly, like, like, in less than a second, and I'm like, "Whoa." So I had to, like, go back, rewind it, and then I slowed the video down. Sure enough, it was a freaking AI glitch. And I'm like, "What the heck?" So I'm like, "What?" And I had to, like, watch it, like, 3 times. Um, I'm like, "That's messed up." They somebody with AI created a whole parade of Cherokee Indians, supposedly in Texas, and I'm like, "Okay, hold on." It looked so freaking r the only thing that threw me off was the facial features of all the tribe members. The crowd looked darn spot on real. Like, the lighting, the sunlight, the shadow, everything looked spot on until that woman, just flipped, because I thought maybe it was my internet connection. I just kinda wanted to slow it down, make sure it wasn't like a glitch on my side. Heck no, she went from looking this way to, like, instantly looking this way, and her whole body had turned too, like in less than a second, like less than I don't know, like just very swiftly. And I was like, "What the heck is going on here?" Um, and then so I jumped into the comments. I wanted to see if anybody noticed. A lot of people were like, "Oh, that's beautiful. I love the drums. And I love their dress, and what a beautiful parade." And then as I got further down, there was probably maybe I think 24 comments in there. I got down to, like, the ones in almost close to the very bottom. One of them said, "Well, where out in Texas is this?" And I'm like, "Okay, somebody else kinda maybe saw something." And then sure enough, right after that one, someone said, "This is AI." Uh, it said, "This is AI, this is a disgrace, this is, very disrespectful to the Cherokee people." And I'm like, "I agree, heck yeah, I agree, 'cause, you can't, I don't think that it's right to do that. I felt the same, honestly. And then sure enough, the comment after that, it said, "Darn AI," or something like that. And I'm like, "Why would they do that? Like, why would they create a fake parade like that?" Honestly, it looks so real. I almost wanna pull it up and show you guys. Um, and then So I was just like, I was really disappointed. I was like, because there's something was off. Like, everybody's face, it looked similar, and plus they weren't doing fancy footwork with their feet while they were. It just the AI made them all look like they were marching. I'm like, this isn't like, to me. It didn't feel right. Honestly, it just didn't feel right from the beginning. And, like, they're literally, like, just marching, and I had just mind you, I just watched, like, days of powwows, and I'm like, "I know how they dance." Like there was no like, skipping the step and then step, step, pop, or, kind of like that, but not making fun of them. But, it's fancy. Um, and I'm like, something's off about this. And I was looking for little things in the video. Like I was looking at everybody's fingers, their eyeballs, um, their facial features, and I couldn't find anything till that woman flipped around. I'm like, ah, man, I can't believe it. It looked very convincing, the video. But yeah, so I just kind of stumbled across that earlier today, and I just thought I'd share that because, heck, if they're doing that, there could be anything out there on YouTube. They're trying to put it off as a real life event or something. So, just I would just say a little caution to everyone with what you're watching, and if if you're in a hurry and you're watching just like a minute of something, you're not going to catch it. I mean, I have time, so I have time and the patience to find these things, these little glitches and these little things. But yeah, believe me, I just if something felt off about the video, because it was just weird because everybody looked the same. I'm like, no, no, there's something wrong with this video. Like, what's going on here? Sure enough, then I saw the glitch, and I'm like, oh man, what? That's not cool. That's not cool. Hey, DJ Grouse, how you doing? Yeah, I was just talking about how I stumbled across an AI video showing in Texas an actual parade with the Cherokee Nation, and I found a glitch. It turned out to be an AI freaking video. I swear everything looks so real. The sunlight. It was during the day, midday. It looked like maybe because the way that the sun maybe between 12 and 2, 12 and 3, 12 and 2 probably, because the way the shadow looked. And not that I'm an expert, but I pay attention to little things like this. Anyways, the sun was bright, the shadows looked good. I was even following all the shadows, make sure they matched the actual bodies creating the shadows. And I couldn't find anything till I saw that woman. She was facing a man, and all of a sudden, boom, she was facing the other way instantaneously. And I'm like, well, she didn't really hop and jump around. She just went from one direction to the other, like in an instant. Even her feather screwed up. It kind of melted as it happened. It kind of melted and like got disfigured. And I'm like, shit, man. Anyways, that's what I was just talking about, DJ Gross. While you were, if you just popped in. Good day, Daniel. He says. Oh, Daniel. Yeah, Daniel Berry Sports Highlight. He was the first one to pop in. Rochelle says, "Hey, DJ." So yeah, I was just watching that, and then I stumbled across another one. It was another tribe. Same darn thing. Same darn thing. I was like, what's going on here? Why are they faking these things? And I went and looked into the description, and they're like totally trying to pass it off as a real event. The first one that I found with the Cherokee dancing in the parade in Texas, it had a huge old spiel about the tribe and a little bit of their history and how they're beautifully dancing in their regalia and on the floats and enjoy the beautiful parade. And I'm like, nothing in there says that it's AI. But you can kind of get a hint from the channel. Anyways, hey Stats, how you doing? Cheers, I'm having some coffee here. I actually made my own coffee foam, and it's almost gone. I made it before I started the live. I have some caramel in here. This is a caramel macchiato flavored coffee. and a little whipped milk in there. No Baileys, actually, just some caramel for sweetener. And the milk. I whipped up some milk. How you doing, Stats? Good to see you. Happy weekend. Yes, happy weekend to you. And hopefully you guys are staying warm where you're at. It is 56 degrees here currently. Tomorrow it's going to be 80 degrees. Can you believe that? My hubby told me just before he went to bed, and I'm like, what? So tomorrow I'm gonna. I went and bought some gardening soil from the hardware store, and I'm gonna be filling up that canoe finally, and I'm gonna be planting some cilantro. So they had cilantro there. They had tomatoes. They had parsley. They had like oregano and thyme and all that. Sorry, this earpiece making my ear itch. So they had a lot of nice herbs, but I read on the packaging that they use Miracle Grow, and I don't use Miracle Grow in my garden. When I lived on the mountain, I was using Miracle Grow back then, but then I realized that may not be probably healthy for, because it makes your plants blow up, yeah, really good. But then I don't think that, for some reason, I just stopped using it. Anyways, I use Alaska fish, and I use something else. So all of those herbs that were in the garden center were grown with Miracle Grow. So I just decided not to buy any of that and just grow my own. I have a ton of cilantro seeds anyways. Hey Chris, how you doing? Yeah, so tomorrow it's gonna be 80 degrees outside, and I'm gonna be planting some cilantro, our own cilantro, and then whatever else I have. I finally got my indoor little garden, the arrow garden. Finally got that all cleaned up. Boy, that was a mess. I had to soak that for a couple days with bleach, and got most of all that stuff off and scrape it, the hard water. So I don't know, I might be starting something in there. But while I was at the hardware store, I purchased some gardening soil, a bougainvillea that is a white with a soft pink, like it's like pink. So it's white, and then it fades into pink or opposite, or vice versa, something like that. It's beautiful. So I bought a little small bush of that, and I bought a blackberry and a raspberry and a small fig tree. So I'll be planting that. Is Miracle Grow bad now? I don't know. You would have to go research it and see for yourself how you feel about the ingredients in Miracle Grow. But I use fish. I use fish emulsion instead, and it does the same thing. But yeah, I just don't use it anymore, and I don't want to give them a bad name. I mean, I think that it works really good. A friend of mine uses it, and his plants are gorgeous all year where he lives. But I don't have I get a feeling about it, and I kind of trust my gut, and so I just don't use it. It's 56 right now, but 23 tomorrow night, also known as Crystal River. Well, you're in Florida too? Okay, wow. I didn't know you were in Florida. Maybe I did and I forgot. It's 16 degrees where you're at, Chris. How you doing, Chris? Good to see you. Yeah, the fish emulsion. So it comes in a white bottle. It's a pretty good sized bottle. So it's kind of like, I don't know if I could show you, but it's like, it's pretty good. I don't know how many ounces. And I think it's more than 16 maybe. It's a big white bottle, and it says Alaska fish on it. That stuff, oh, all the plants love it, and it won't burn your plants either. But you do try to follow the, the cup of fish per gallon of water. It goes a long way. A little bit goes a long way. It does smell kind of fishy, but I like it. I've got used to it already. Hello, Miss Kathy. How you doing? Good to see you. You and Gate Smasher. We moved from the US-Canada border to Florida. Oh, about 3 years ago. Okay. Yeah, I thought you guys, for some reason, were more in the central states. More central, southern, for some reason. You're doing good, Chris? I'm doing good too, thank you. I saw you up on Mike's panel today. I was watching you and Kathy and Mikey. Plants love pasta water, really? Huh. I got like I just boiled a bunch of beets and I had a bunch of beet water. I wasn't sure if I should throw that in the plants. Never tried potato water, but I do soak my potatoes though. It's a shame to throw that down the drain. Hello, Kathy from Chris. I did not know that. Yeah, always a blast. Yeah. Yeah, while he was on, I had to run to the hardware store. I had to get that. My hubby had bought a bunch of soil to put so we could plant grass in the back, just to cover all that like powdery dirt. But he didn't have anything left over for the canoe planter that I just found a place for. So I had to run down to the hardware store and buy some soil. And I ended up buying a bougainvillea. It's beautiful. I'll show you guys tomorrow. I'll probably go live tomorrow. A bougainvillea. Oh, I bought a purple lantana also. And I bought a blackberry bush, a raspberry bush, and a fig tree. So I really love figs, and the neighbors have a fig, but I want our own fig tree, and I know they'll grow good here. There's like several fig trees on this block, so I know they grow good. It's always a blast. Beets are great for leg swelling. Yeah. I had just got acquired like some big beets, and I boiled them all down, and I've been putting them in my salad and my spring rolls. I made a beet relish with like mayo and beets, like really fine small diced beets, little like a little rice vinegar in there, some salt and pepper. What else did I put? Even a little soy sauce in there because I was dipping my spring rolls in that, and it turned it all pink and real cool looking. I think I even added a little oyster sauce in that. Came up not too bad. Soy sauce also. So you save your pasta water, huh? And your vegetable water once it's cooled down. Oh yeah, definitely. Press. Beats are also good for music. I agree totally. Hi, Mommy Kim. How you doing? Oh, hi, Mommy Kim. I'm doing good, thank you. How are you doing? It's been a long time. Oh, you like, yeah, like the pickled beets? How you doing, Mommy Kim? Cheers. It's good to see you. How are you doing? Yes, it's coffee time. Yes, so instead of buying the pickled beets, I always buy the baby beets that are pickled. But these aren't pickled, but they're sweet, and I kind of like them like that. They're all soft, and oh my God, I've been eating beets like for the past 3 days. Yes, it's coffee time. You're doing good? Oh, that's good. Or you want to try to make Jello from bone gelatin? Oh heck yeah! I bet that would be really healthy. I mean, that's what it's made from. I don't know about the bone gelatin. I think it's made from pork, so parts of the pork. But yeah, I bet that would. You'll start seeing a difference if you eat it often, like every day. And you'll see your nails getting harder and growing faster. Your hair. Cheers! Ah, thank you, Mommy Kim. It's good to see you. Yeah, yeah, let me know how that turns out. That's I'm kind of curious how you're gonna you gotta boil some bones down, right? Is that what you're gonna do? You're gonna boil the bones down and collect that gelatinous layer, and then you know, I don't you know, I guess you could use your own sweetener too, and then flavoring, all of that. Ah, thank you, Mama Kip. Yeah, you bought a bag to try it first, then you'll make more. So is it powder? Oh, thank you, Mommy Kim. Oh, then we'll learn more. Okay. I've never tried to make my own Jello before. Jello. There was a period in my life where I had to eat a lot of Jello. Was it? Oh, when I had my wisdom teeth pulled. I had two wisdom teeth pulled, the only ones that came out, and I couldn't really eat nothing but mashed potatoes and Jello, really. And shoot, my nails were growing fast after eating Jello for about a week. It's like, holy cow! You're listening, Mommy Kim. Oh, thank you, Mommy Kim. Thanks for coming in and saying hello. It's good to see you. Yeah, that Jello, bone broth. I wonder if, yeah, you need that gelatinous stuff, the gelatin stuff. But you know, like when we boil like pig feet bones, shoot, you'll get a bunch of that gelatinous stuff from that. I don't know if you can do it from the beef bones, but I know from like you know, like trotters. Some people are not used to hearing pig feet, but like trotters, the bones of that, the knuckle, right? You boil those for a while, and you'll get that nice gelatinous layer. Because when it freezes or when it cools solid, just like Jello. But then I don't know. Don't you have to add pectin or something to it, or is that only for is that for something else? Yeah, and shiny. Your hair gets shiny too. Okay, you have a bag of pasture-raised grass-fed beef gelatin. Huh. Okay, that's interesting. Huh. Yeah, I've never. Guess I'm trying to think. Boiling. I don't. I don't remember ever getting any kind of gelatinous layer from boiling like beef bones. You, I don't know if chicken. You can get it from chicken, can't you? I don't know. I haven't done that in a long time. Okay, you add juice to some and then wait and cure. Cure a few, then do the hot water part. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The pig feet, you can get some good gelatinous gel from that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, ham hocks. because I boiled ham hocks and usually in my beans. But oh my god, ham hocks are so good. I've never heard of the gelatin being extracted from beef bones. I've never tried it though, so yes, the ham hocks. Yeah, I've been eating a lot of spring rolls for the past 2 days. I've had a lot of leftover veggies, and I got that freaking Napa cabbage that I got to finish. I have to look to see if I can find a recipe to make something with that cabbage. It's so thin. The Napa cabbage is thinner, and it breaks easier than a regular cabbage. So I've been putting it in my spring rolls, and it's so crunchy too. It's so satisfying, crunching into the spring roll, and then that crunch of that Napa cabbage with fresh sliced bell peppers. So I had bell peppers and red onions. Also, bell peppers, red onions. What was the other veggie that I? Oh, beets. The Napa cabbage and what was cucumber. And boy, that has a nice crunch because I didn't want to use all the lettuce. I wanted to use up that cabbage. Oh, it was so good. And I had some brown rice and some like orange chicken that was left over from a dinner my hubby brought home. So I was trying to throw all the leftovers into a spring roll, and that's what I came up with. So you boil the ham hocks and skim the fat on the top. Then continue to boil and get more gel. Do it for a couple. Yeah, you got to boil it for a while. So when we make menudo, or because that's you put the ham hocks and the pig feet. Sorry, not the ham hock. Pig feet. When the menudo gets cool, it turns solid, and that's from the pig feet, because it sure isn't from the stomach or the honeycomb. We call it honeycomb, or the tripe. I believe it's from the pig feet. We got to boil menudo for quite a while to break it all down. The pig feet to where it just kind of falls off the bone. I might get some of that tomorrow, actually. I told my hubby already. I might go to the store tomorrow and get some menudo. So I could make it here, but it would be such a big batch. But then I could freeze it all. And I want to make my own corn tortillas too. Those are so much better than the store-bought ones. Even though that they make them there at the market over there, they taste so much better handmade, like homemade. I need to make me some more coffee. When I come back, you're getting hungry? Oh my God, and some pork bellies. Oh my God, pork belly. We still can't make them like we like them. We're in the experimenting mode, trying to get the pork belly to where the top side is crispy, but not too hard to chew through. So we found an air fryer recipe for the pork belly, but the first time we did it, it didn't have you boil it. So when you boil pork belly, you got to skim off that white foam. Well, this one didn't even have you boil it. It just like not even puncture the skin part. But it came out actually good with the brown sugar and what was the other mixture? It was brown sugar, something else. Was it little water? Anyways, and then you make a rub. Oh, it came out good. But the second time I made it, I actually boiled it and skimmed all that stuff off. and then punctured the fat, but it made that fat like really hard in the air fryer, and I was like, gosh darn it, like I could chew some pieces of it, but it wasn't crunchy. So we still haven't got the Goldilocks zone of cooking pork belly. Oh my God, I love pork belly too, Mommy Kim. You're getting hungry. Oh my God, yes. Doesn't that give it the best flavor? I grew up eating it like that too. That's how my mom made it. She would make a big pot of it. She would throw like a whole onion in there, freaking a bunch of garlic, and then like couple big 2, 3 ham hocks in there. And we would fight over the ham hock because it was like the best. Oh my God, it's the best. That's the best. Like I like it too. There's no pity. No, it's so good. Oh my God, pork belly. Oh my God. I still haven't. Then I tried to make some flat noodles the other day. I saw a video, and literally you get your dough and you roll it out after it's all prepared, and then literally you roll it out a small little, like it looks like you're making a loaf. Then you get a chopstick and you make an indentation right down the middle. Then you grab it with both hands and then you start smacking it on the counter and it starts to stretch, right? You're stretching it, it makes this big long noodle. And where you made the indentation, you separate it and it turns into one big, even bigger long noodle. Then you just smack the heck. I was all smacking it and it was like breaking, I'm like, oh, I don't think I'm doing it right. Well, when it's done, it's supposed to be a perfectly flat, long noodle, and then you just cut it and then you cook it, put it in a broth of some kind, and well, I had my noodle fix doing that, and it didn't come out perfect, but I'd have to do it few more times to get it right. You just had leftover ham. We made beef and bean soup. Oh my God, yum. Oh, he makes the Indian bread? Like the fry bread? Oh my God. Uh, yeah, the fry bread. Oh my God. That stuff is the best. Oh my God. I just made some beans. What was it, last week? And I made some tostadas with it. I refried it I made the ham hock with it and the onions. And I was like, what am I gonna do with these beans? I'm like, oh my God, you know what? I haven't had a tostada in a long time. Oh my God. When I bit into that tostada, like I did the refried beans, I put shredded lettuce on it, diced tomatoes, onions, cilantro, and then I put some shredded cheese on that and a dollop of sour cream and el pato. It's a canned salsa. It's got a duck on it. It's called el pato. I grew up eating that in tacos and tostadas. I took a bite into it and literally had a flashback of my childhood. That flavor. Oh, it was the best flashback ever. It was like my whole body, I don't know. I felt like a really happy sensation of reminiscing, like growing up eating this, from the past. It was so crazy, that feeling I got. The first bite that I took, it was just like I felt like I was young, like a kid eating something my mother had prepared. It was amazing. I enjoyed it so much. Like every bite was just pure joy. Oh my God, meatloaf. I'm gonna do a crazy recipe. I'm gonna an experiment pretty soon, and I'm gonna see how it comes out. So I might get. I don't be surprised if that happens. I don't know if it's gonna be over the weekend. But I have a crazy idea for something crazy. So if you guys are interested, stay tuned for that. And I'm gonna go make me another coffee real quick. Yeah, I've made my hubby some fry bread, and he ate it all in one day. I was like, "Are you freaking kidding me?" And he couldn't stop eating it. He goes, "You can't make it like that all the time." He goes, "I can't. I have no control." It came out all fluffy, and I was like, "Dang, I only got like maybe two out of that whole batch." But he ate it all in one day. But that's good. That's okay. I mean, it never made it to the fridge. It felt like a flashback like that, DJ Graz. Honestly, it did. It felt like one of those, like all those feelings and memories came back, like real strong. I was like, "Holy cow, this is." It was amazing. I liked it. I'll be right back. Let me go make some coffee. Made a nice coffee, but I drink it so fast because it's so good. I don't sip on coffee. I like to just down it. Just down my coffee. I'm not doing Baileys this time. I'm just doing whipped milk, caramel drizzle, some chocolate powder, cocoa powder. I didn't even need whipped cream this time because the milk frothed up so beautifully. It's silky. Okay, let's see. We'll do a hazelnut one. So I'm gonna froth up some more milk. That was awesome. Like I have a frother, but I was always trying to use almond milk, and I don't do almond milk anymore. I stopped using it for a while. So I found some lactose-free milk, and that stuff froths up nice. Oh my God. It's like, oh heck yeah, I'm gonna use this. Frothed up real nice. I was surprised. That lactate milk, oh my God, it froths up so freaking good. I was like, I'm gonna try to froth this. Oh, if I would have known that a long time ago, I would have been using this instead of that. All that fancy stuff that costs freaking an arm and a leg. Okay, so let's go ahead and do a full cup this time. I did half a cup earlier because I made frothy, frothy milk. And I think I want to try something different because there's different settings on this thing. Let's see. So I'm gonna do that one, and it does hot or cold. So I'm gonna do. That's crazy. I haven't been able to enjoy the frother until now. I haven't had milk in years, my whole life almost, until just recently. Milk. Like I eat ice cream and I do whipped cream and I do, um, those kind of dairy stuff, but can't do custard. That hurts me like heck. It hurts me like a son of a gun. So you can choose how frothy you want it. So I want to practice doing the pretty decorations in that coffee. That's gonna take a while. I talked to a barista and he's like, "Yeah, you're gonna need to practice. It looks easy, but that's with a lot of practice." Boy, that's so cool. Seeing it all frothy like that. I think next time I'm gonna try doing it not so frothy. See if I can get a design in there. A design in my coffee. I just gotta get the froth right first before I get to the pouring step of it. Okay, I don't know. Let me try this. No, nope, it just all dumps on. It looks really good, but nope, not that good yet. Boy, that looks pretty. Oh, that's good. Okay. God, that's so pretty. So pretty. I'm excited to plant the cilantro tomorrow. I'm gonna plant a lot of cilantro. I'm gonna fill up that whole canoe with cilantro. I already got some chilies. I think I have some tomato seeds. I might put a few cherry tomatoes in there, so I can make me a salsa garden. Okay, gonna put some caramel on top. Oh my god, that's so pretty. A sprinkle of some cocoa powder. Okay, this is gonna be my last coffee. For the night. Oh my god, that's so good. You don't drink plain milk unless it's straight from the cow? Stuffed meatloaf? No, no, Miss Kathy. I haven't made stuffed meatloaf. Stuffed meatloaf. I don't think I have. Oh, that's hot. Good day, Miss Kathy from DJ Grass. There was a band called Meatloaf. Yeah, I remember that band. Hello back from Miss Kathy. Oh, what are you stuffing there, Miss Kathy from Stats? You like the band Meatloaf? I don't think I've ever tried that. Drinking straight. Isn't that better than like would that hurt someone with a lactose intolerance? I mean, would it be safe for someone like me to drink that straight from the cow? Would it be better or worse? I don't get the pasteurized and all that. I don't get it. I don't get that. I don't understand all that, honestly, because I haven't drank milk my whole life, never bought it. I mean, I can eat sour cream and whipped cream and ice cream, but I just cannot drink the milk. So weird. Miss Kathy grew up on the farm. Yeah, so I would go through the neighborhood news, but the hot topic right now is everybody's talking about ice, and that's pretty that's not really it's not really happy times. So let's see, I'm just kind of browsing through here real quick, see if it. Okay. You know what I have noticed though, it is bringing the community together. It's sorry about my messy hair, guys. It was up in a bun all day, so it is bringing a lot of people together. Honestly, I've been seeing that. And also, it's educating a lot of people. It's bringing up really what ethnicity means, what Latino means, what Hispanic means. All of that is starting to come to light. And most of us, we don't really go and take time out of our day to learn exactly what. I mean, I haven't, so I'm just going to say me, speak for myself. But it's a kind of a learning process, especially with what's happening now. All of this education is coming out, and it's very interesting. So I was actually following. I found two channels that were talking about indigenous tribes and things like that. Only because I was trying to trace my lineage, and I ran across a channel that I thought was interesting, but then I saw a lot of hatred coming out of it. So I was really disappointed, and it kind of reminded me when I worked with a tribe at one time, and there was a lot of hatred towards anybody with light skin, and I didn't like that. It broke my heart because that's not, the people alive today aren't the ones that did all that stuff, that caused all those heartaches in the past, and for them to be looked at like they're the ones that did it, it just breaks my heart because nobody thinks like that no more. I mean, not normal people, just trying to survive and put food on the table, and and it just breaks my heart to still see that being thrown out there and being, talked about. I mean, it's nice to educate people of what really happened, but when you're looking at everybody currently, that just have that are just struggling, trying to make a living, trying to raise a family, and looking at those people like they're the ones that did all of the colonizing, you know what I mean? It breaks my heart. So I stopped following those two people, and there's so much hatred. So I'm gonna just have to go inside and stop going outside for my knowledge, and just go within and see what I learn from there. Because honestly, it's just a bunch of junk. It's just a bunch of hate, and I don't like that. It's like these people, they got some traumas that they need to get through, and they're pushing all their traumas on everybody else. That's just so heavy and sad. Let's see, there's really nothing. Did anybody catch the Batman video of the guy dressed as Batman that went into a public speaking space? Talking about I don't know. I don't even know where it was at. Like, I've seen it twice so far, and I saw it once. Then I saw another channel covering it, the same thing, but with another person speaking on behalf of the people. And this guy dressed up as Batman, and he got up in front of I don't know what they were. I don't know politics. I don't get it. None of it makes sense to me. So it's like spaghetti to me. It's like I shouldn't even be there. I mean, I don't know. It's really hard to wrap my head around all that crap. But anyways, whoever's in charge of the city and all those people that aren't doing a damn, he went in front of them, and like he came in with an F-bomb, and he slammed his fist on the podium and started kind of like talking to them like they were children. To wake the heck up and do something. And, I was just like, whoa. And then, of course, I went into the comments, and someone came out with statistics on a research when that people pay more attention to someone dressed as a superhero than someone that's not dressed as a superhero. So I'm like, what? So I thought that was interesting. It worked. It got my attention. I sat there for the whole speech. I thought it was pretty damn good. Basically, it's about the people, and I don't know. I am not against law enforcement. I have family that are in law enforcement, private detectives, things like that, and I am not against it. But what's going on lately is not the police department doing all of this. It's not that. It's a whole other group that are enforcing laws, but they're getting a little out of control. I think a little out of hand. So people are getting pissed off. Let's see, I'm trying to find something interesting. I have been watching some bizarre videos. What else have I seen? I found a video with these guys. What's the channel called? Gosh darn it. Yeah, there's really nothing in the neighborhood app. I'm gonna go and see if I can find. So this guy, he's Navajo Indian. He's also an actor. He was in Transformers 4. Is it 4 or 5? Is there 5? anyways, he's done like acting, like in Shakespeare in New York. He's done a lot of schooling, and plus he was raised on the res and then off the res, and then he's a Navy SEAL. And he was actually talking about cryptids and giants too, and things that happen on the res, things that they're kind of there's stories that they tell, and his experience with a few things. He said that he was rowing somewhere. He was doing some kind of a what is it called? Like he was doing like an exercise with his team, and they had to row like all the way around on the ocean from point A to point B. And he said that him and his team were rowing, and there was like bioluminescence in the water. And he said he saw a figure underneath that was swimming by them. And he described a female figure with breasts, a tail, and the bioluminescence were around the outline of the figure, and it kind of gave her a glow around the edges of her body. That's why he was able to see her figure. He couldn't see her face clearly, but he did see that, a female feminine figure. And after it passed them, it like splashed up some water at them. And he goes, that's when I knew it was real. Because the other guy that was in the interview with him said, well, hold on. You didn't have sleep for like 3 days. He goes, could you have been hallucinating? He goes, no. He goes, well, I thought that myself until I saw the tail flip up as she passed us and splashed water up at us. And he goes, that's when I knew it was real. And they even mentioned manatee also. So they're like, it was a manatee. And he goes, a manatee with breasts. He saw breasts. So a dugong, sounds like a dugong. Yeah, whatever it was. He said he didn't believe in all that stuff until he actually saw it. He goes, oh, they are real. And he goes, what am I going to do? Go back and tell them? So what happened was he went back and told, I don't know if it's a sergeant or whoever, I don't know the ranks of the military either. He said whoever was the guy in charge, he told him what he saw, and the other guys saw it too. He saw it best where he was at on his side of the canoe, whatever they were kayaking in, canoeing or whatever. He goes, what happened? Like that person in charge, I don't know what they did. I don't know if they punished him or did something, and they said, and he's like, what'd you do that for? He goes, that's what you get for telling on the sea. Tattletelling on the sea. He said, that's what they told him. And he got in trouble for tattletelling on the sea. So, what channel is that? At least I'll let you know if you guys want to go watch it. It's very interesting. I know some of you still are, into the cryptids and all that. Even if you come back later and you're watching the Coffee Lounge, I'll at least tell you the channel. I just found it. It popped up on my feed. Only because I've been watching like powwows and like doing my own research on my lineage and stuff. So a lot of like Native American stuff has been popping up. And let me see, the channel name is let's see, that's not it. So if you go to TYT Sports, you'll see that Batman, that guy that's dressed as Batman that's talking about ice. If you're interested, it's TYT Sports. That's the second one I saw that was covering it. But so it's called Liberty Risk is the channel. And these guys are all like military. So, what caught my eyes is this guy. His name's Brian Price, and he was dressed in his Navajo, the whole dress and everything. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I like clicked on it, and it said something about cryptids and giants, and I was like, oh, what the heck's going on here? And so it was he's a Navajo Navy SEAL on cryptid spirits and tracking God. So I was like, oh, that's interesting. So I kind of watched. It's a part two. It's got two parts to it. Anyways, it's called Liberty Risk. And I thought that was an interesting watch. It's got Brian Price. It just came out like a day ago. When did it 7 days ago. So a week ago already. But I thought it was an interesting listen. The first part is about his experiences in the military with these things, his experiences, and then the second part covers about his acting career and how he got into acting. And the first part is all about his life and as a child and growing up with his parents living on the res and off the res. I think he used to live in I think it's Michigan or somewhere over there, something like that. Anyways, but yeah, if you're interested, go to the channel Liberty Risk, and you'll hear his story. It's really interesting. He's a Navy SEAL. It's kind of cool. But yeah, that was I think that was like a 2 hour show, and it was like every minute was just like, wow, I didn't want to miss one bit of that. And it was very interesting. You're not sure if I'm talking out of turn, but I absolutely love my gate smasher and long native hair, and he keeps it long for me mostly. But since he does, he and I noticed, he says to me, do you feel that? I really believe he feels the airplanes and the helicopters in time, that if a war, we could easily take cover before I feel or see. Oh, you're talking about the hair being an extension of his awareness, right? Stats? I've heard that before, like an antenna. Yeah, the code talkers use that. Yes, I understand exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, where the hair is an extension of your awareness. And this guy, Chris, I forgot his name, Chris William something. His hair is real short, but I think it's probably because of the military, or his acting, but just really interesting. And you kind of like, I have to be careful what I believe nowadays, and what it's just interesting to hear different perspectives or different experiences, and it's just kind of neat. Because he talks about he goes in depth kind of about he's got like there's an interesting story of how he was born. Before he was even born, apparently his mother made a pact, and he was supposed to be when he was born, he was supposed to be given over because of something, an agreement that she made. He was supposed to be the thing that was supposed to be given, or whatever was given to her. And it turns out that he ends up in kind of inheriting good and bad. He's very sensitive, and I wouldn't say psychic, but he says he can see into the spirit realm. Like, he has the ability to see into it, and he's very, very sensitive, I guess, from what I understood. He's got very good intuition. But it's just it's his story is very interesting. So if you're interested, go to that channel. If you remember, I didn't write it down, but I was only able to find it because it's in my history. But I like stuff like that because you know, I always grew up and my mom, our family always had stories kind of like that. Just interesting stories. Like when my mom was young, she said that her uncle, somebody in the family, was walking um, at the foot of a mountain one day, and she said that he described that an opening just appeared on the side of this mountain, and when he walked in, there was a person in there offering. He said there was golden, lots of golden things inside what would be, I guess, like a cave. I don't know. There was an opening, a door appeared, and he walked in to this entrance, and he was given the opportunity to take whatever he could carry, and him thinking, you know, if he runs home and go and brings back a truck that he could load it up, he would rather do that. And so when he did and came back, that opening had disappeared. It's like it was never there. So, you know, the stories like that that I grew up listening to, and just some really cool stories. And we call that, they always called that tesoro, so like a treasure. And they're always guarded. So there was actually a couple stories like that where they were digging, and they were chasing a treasure that kept moving. And if you were greedy and you were part of the digging party, the treasure would move further and further. And that was like another story, and just like stuff like that, weird stuff like that. It's called Tesoro in Iranian too. Uh, Lots more stuff, but his stuff, I don't like to tell things, but I definitely believe a lot of things I would never before, right? And a lot of the stuff we don't talk about, but there are some people who talk about it, and finding those people to talk about it with is the best. It's like having a good sit down with a meal and talking to people that only know this kind of stuff. So like nobody really ever knows about that, because then you tell any other people, you know, they're like, they start calling you crazy, and you're just like, well, I'm just wasting my time around those people anyways. That's why I keep to myself a lot, and you know, I really don't. But I know there's still people that come to the channel that are still, you know, not really into that stuff, but they're aware. They're aware of that kind of stuff. The code talk thing, we really didn't notice as much till we moved. There's more military going on, going up and down the coast here. Oh, you've definitely heard many stories. Yeah. You know, when I first started my channel, it was like a Bigfoot channel. I was definitely like a Bigfoot kind of like adventurer. And then I ended up falling into, well, you guys know, people who were grifting for Bigfoot and gaslighting. So I left all of that whole crowd, just totally walked away from it, from those channels. Not the people, some of the people I still talk to. But I just cut Bigfoot out of my life completely, totally. For a while, because it was getting out of hand. The gaslighting was getting really bad, and it just started consuming me, consuming my health, my thinking, and I didn't like it, so I had to walk away from it. Hey, Mira, how you doing? Your favorite is Steve Isdall? Queen of kindness, love, and humble. Aw, thank you, Mir. That's so nice of you. Howdy from Stats. Yeah, so every when I can come across a good story, and I just happened to stumble across that channel or stumble upon that channel with that Navajo that the Navajo actor Navy SEAL guy. Um, I just I really enjoyed hearing a story from someone who's mature and talks mature and it's not and he's serious and you know there's not a lot of BS in it and he's very humble. You'll see if you decide to go watch. He's very humble and he's got a lot of empathy. So I like that. Those are the people that I would rather put my attention towards or at least listen to. You're good. Cheers. Here's some coffee. Here's some good coffee. But I know all cultures all around the world have these stories, and I just think they're fascinating. And it's neat to. So if I ever am walking in, the mountains or something, I see a big hole open up. I'm definitely gonna be like, okay, if something is offered, as long as I don't have to sell my soul and I could take a trinket or a relic or whatever, even a coin, I don't care. Even a hug. I mean, I don't know. But from this guy, I learned that anything that lives in the what does he call it? Um, he calls it. It was interesting how he calls it. Oh man, there's a word for it. It's the space that doesn't make sense that's around you, like where you see that shadow moving or where you see them disappear into. That's called a space. Maybe if I think about it, I'll hear it in my head, that word. But anyways, he says if something is trying to give you technology, uh, he says when they're trying to give it to someone that hasn't put in the work for it, you're gonna it's like giving a baby a gun. Um, so he says it's not very responsible, but there's something you have to give in return. And it's usually not a good deal. So you have to be careful. Oh my gosh. So these are good things to know, right? So like if you're walking in the forest and you see like something that appears to be something really interesting looking, and then it's like trying to give you something, you got to kind of think about what's going on there in the background. What kind of deal is going to be made? Why, these are the things I like to know. I am hearing you all are well, and the birds. Oh, Steve Isdell is the guy from How to Hunt. I'm good, Stats. Thanks for asking. My bird is now with her family. Sometime they come for food. People sold a few months back. Oh, said a few months back, not far from here, they saw two Sabe crossing the road. Oh, you know what he also brings up? He brings up the Firebird, and I that's when I was like really like what? Because I don't know if you guys remember my experience, but they're like, what did it look like? What did it look like? And when he said this, I was like, shh. And then he said this after that. I was like, shh. He goes nether space. No, that's not it. I'm almost tempted to go and pull up the video. You got to watch it. Not nether space. No, that's not it. But he brings up the Firebird, the Thunderbird, the Thunderbird, the Phoenix, right? And they're like, "What did it look like? What did it look like?" He goes, "It looks like a freaking pterodactyl," and I'm like, "What?" He goes, "These things can go in and out of our realm into their realm." I'm like, oh, "Wow, interesting! Very, very interesting." Went back when I was doing a lot of research of these things and people and reported sightings and experiences, and it was kind of like everybody kind of describes the same thing. And but this guy said these things take children. And my experience back at the time when I saw one, which was way back in the beginning of when I started my channel, um, I talked about it, and I was only 10 when I saw it, and that darn thing looked like it was flying straight for us. I was with my brother at the time, and when I looked at those feet, I knew that his feet were big enough to wrap around our bodies. So I was just like, whoa. So just like, yeah, it makes sense. I mean, I like to hear someone else like describe it, explain it a little bit, and you can't take it. You got to take it with a grain of salt, and you got to kind of just like analyze it in your own way that feels comfortable, and whatever your body's telling you, if it feels right or not. But I thought it was interesting. There's something weird there where you're at, like a phoenix. Oh, the native firebird. Yeah, the thunderbird. I think he called it the thunderbird. I think that's what he called it, the thunderbird. But I think, you know, the phoenix. I don't know if it's the same thing. It's just people call it something different. But if I was to describe it, the first thing that I called it was a pterodactyl. I'm like, that's a freaking pterodactyl. And I was in school, 10 back at that time, and I knew it was a pterodactyl because we had books that were, you know, the easy to read with the pictures and with all the dinosaurs, and that was a freaking pterodactyl what I saw. And it didn't have any vocal sound to it, but I could hear the power and strength of the wings flapping. And they didn't have feathers. It was bat-like wings. It was nothing on this bird was feather. It looked leathery, and the light shined through it to where if you put up you know, beef jerky up to the sun, a thin piece, and the light shines through it, that's what it, you know, that's how the light shined through its skin, leathery. And I could see the light, you know, coming through the wings, and you could hear it flapping. And it wasn't flapping like, it was like that, but, you know, a little slower, powerful, freaking powerful. That's what was so scary. That's what made it so much more intense. And then I just like hyper focused in on the feet, because I was just like thinking, is this thing gonna come and snatch us up? I mean, because it could have easily done it if we. I don't know what would have happened if we didn't run. We would have just froze and stood there. The thing was terrifying as a 10-year-old. Thunderbirds are go rocket, red, countdown, liftoff. Oh, we have the huge turkey buzzards and sandhill cranes over here flying around above. Pterodactyly. We do worry about the pets here. Eagles, hawks are bigger here. Yeah. When I first moved out to the desert, which was out in Kingman, I never seen such a freaking gargantuan buzzard in my life. Those things are as big as a freaking eagle. Those things, I don't know, was it 10-foot wingspan, eight to 10-foot plus wingspan? Because I used to hike out in the desert a lot because there was nothing else to do in that stupid podunk town. So I used to hike a lot, and it was the first time I ever was sitting there on a rock, and this freaking buzzard came, a vulture, and landed not too far away, and I could, because they fly high and they look small, but that thing came down and like landed. That thing was like 4 foot tall, you know, if like 4 feet tall, just sitting down, and I'm like, what the hell bird is that? And of course, it had the red head and the crinkly neck, you know, and I'm like, what the heck is that thing eating? Is so big. Stat says Phoenix is a Greek mythological firebird known for regeneration, dying in the flames and rising from the ashes. Yeah, so I don't hear them calling it a phoenix because this thing is obviously a freaking dinosaur. I think the phoenix is more of a, isn't it more of a, um, what do they call that? Like a teaching? It's a teaching of rebirth, a renewing. But the Thunderbird, okay, the Thunderbird originates from indigenous North American traditions, controlling storms, rain, and thunder. Okay, okay, so is that the category that the pterodactyl falls in? Translucent, yeah, it's kind of it wasn't see-through like glass, but like I said, like a bat wing, if you were to hold like a piece of thin jerky, it looked like the same the same skin like that the bat wings are made of. It didn't have feathers. It was close enough that I could see because I saw the freaking claws and how big its feet were. It had claws like an eagle feet, right? Kind of like feet like that. The darn thing. I knew those things could wrap around our bodies easy. That's what was so freaking scary. Sweeping pouncing, pounding wings. Yes. You can hear, because the wings were so big, you can hear it cutting through the wind. Like when you get a fan and you really shake it real hard, and you could hear that like that. But because the size of this wing, when it went down, it was cutting through a lot of air because of the size of it, and we could hear it. We could hear it flapping as it went up and down. Oh God, that's frightening. I think I'm getting like the feelings are coming back because of the sound of that was it was terrifying. Anyways, it was a beautiful thing. Back then I was horrified by it, but now thinking back on it, I mean, how lucky we were to see something like that. And I know that I always thought, thank goodness I had my brother was with me, because he screamed right with me, and we both looked up at the same time, and we both saw it. And he screamed, I screamed, we all screamed. I screamed. But anyways, that was a long time ago, and I told that story a long time ago. But this guy Chris was talking about, I believe he called it the Thunderbird. There's beans, bears, and big cats too. Won't leave our pup alone. See, I haven't heard anybody talk about overly huge, gargantuan like dogs yet. I don't think I have. I seen videos long time ago of these really oversized dogs, like the size of the ones in freaking Twilight, like the Wolf Clan. The Wolf Clan, you know how big those things are. Where they caught video footage of it. I don't know if it was CGI or if it was AI or whatever. I think it was way before AI came out, or that that we were introduced to it, anyways. But these things were huge compared to the trees they were walking through. They were big, but I never really was like, I'm gonna go research that. I just seen the video and then kind of moved on. Then living in swamps, gators, water moccasins, and venomous snakes. Oh gosh, are you living near a swamp? That's somewhere. That's definitely an area I wouldn't choose to live in. One cappuccino, one frappuccino, one macchiato, one espresso. Oh my gosh. Do you like it? I mean, is it comfortable? Do you sleep good at night? I mean, I don't know. I guess. Oh, the forest part I like. Oh, I bet you get fog too, huh? I love fog. I miss the fog. freaking desert is stingy with fog. So dry. I miss the fog. I miss the moisture. I'm a California kid, but I left at a very young age, so uh, um, I didn't get to live very long in California and enjoy it as an adult. I left as a kid, so but every time I go back, I feel nourished with all the moisture. Oh, heck yeah. You're kind of scared to walk the dog? My gosh. If I could afford it, I would definitely find a place over in the redwoods in California, even if it's by the border, not like away from like people, really. Not a lot of people. I'd rather live out and alone, away from like a big city, maybe a small town. I don't want to live around a lot of people. One cappuccino, one frappuccino, one macchiato. Oh my God, you guys have no-see-ums there? Ooh, we had those in the mountains where I used to live. Those little things, those are a freaking terror. I never even heard that until I moved up there, and they're like, "Well, you got to watch out for the no-see-ums. We're all constantly spraying our scalp with freaking off and bug repellent." And some people they don't go after, and some people they do. Little bastards. You just call them bastards. I feel you. I feel you. That's a perfect name to call them, the little bastards. They are. They're so little, and like before you know it, your like whole head is all bit up. It's all like bitten. Got scratching. Yeah. I don't think we have them here. We have regular sized mosquitoes here, but up in the forest, yeah, you get those. You get a lot of them. I took my ring off because I was washing dishes. I didn't put it back on. But we watch certain times of the year we can't go out but fast to the truck from. Oh no, that's the witching hour. Oh no, that's not 3 a.m. We watch certain times of the year we can't go out. Okay, because of the freaking OCMs. Even if you wore one of those hats with the net, they could still get through that. I mean, you'd have to have some good. Well, garlic. You just eat some garlic, I guess. Does the garlic help? Have you tried eating garlic? Sorry, my hair is thrashed. My hair is so thrashed, guys. Sorry. Trying to make it nice. You can feel them. Teeth must be huge, but you can't see them. I know they hurt. And then after they get you, it starts to itch. Those little bastards. But they're not out in the winter though, right? Only in the spring and like the warmer seasons. Like a tourist waving his arms, something biting me, but I can't see him. We call him no see him. He's swatting. I can't see him. He runs to his car. They're tiny little minuscule little bastards. That's so funny. I'm still trying to think of that word. I almost want to. Just gonna go find it. What does he call it? Oh, the uncanny area. He calls it uncanny. uncanny, the uncanny, the uncanny area. Yeah, it was just really interesting, really interesting. Uncanny, that's the word he was using. Yeah, that was a darn good watch, actually. It was a 2 hour and 24 minute. That was a darn good watch. I thought it was for me. Just something different. Um, and there wasn't a lot of hate in his on his breath. There's not a lot of hate on his there none not even a drop with his story. Um, just um, just a lot of experience and mature. Most May, July, October, but there's a few strays right now. Oh, I can't believe it's going to be 80 degrees here tomorrow. Can you believe that? And you guys are getting cool weather where you're at, Stance? Like you guys are like almost tropical over there, aren't you? Like we haven't had a very cool, cold winter here, and people are starting to worry because gosh darn my hair. Um, People are starting to worry because it's just not doing whatever. um, they think it's gonna be really, really hot this summer. I think it's gonna be really hot this summer, and I'm gonna be here this summer. I'll leave in September. I'm gonna enjoy the pool this summer. Usually tropical, but tomorrow 22 uncanny degrees. Yeah, that's what he was calling the area of strangeness. Right? He was calling it the uncanny area. I never heard it being described like that. 20 degrees where you're at, Rochette? I am not complaining. I'm so lucky that I could even plant tomorrow because it's going to be so warm. It's been warm enough during the day that some seeds will actually sprout. And cilantro is, a cooler. It grows good in cool weather. So, and I'm excited. I'm going to plant some blackberries, just like when I was growing up. I had blackberries, raspberries, and my mother harvested them from the rivers that she used to take us to. And I honestly didn't know until now that I think about it, everything that we had growing in that backyard, I never seen them plant it because I was born last. And by the time I was born, all that stuff was already in the yard. But knowing my mother and how she is, every single plant besides like the garden, the salsa garden, all the trees and the berries, the honeysuckles, um, all of that stuff, she grabbed it from somewhere. Especially the blackberries and the raspberries. We had both of them growing side by side. Um, it was just I used to love picking the blackberries because they were shiny and they're so juicy, sweet. So yeah, I want that experience again. So I found they were decent size too. They were like I don't know, like 9 inches, maybe 6 to 9 inches. The stem with leaves growing already. So I'm excited. I'm excited too. And I almost bought some strawberries. They had strawberries, really nice looking ones. But then I saw that they were growing with Miracle Grow. I'm like, wow, man, I don't think I want to mess with that. They had some big old fat strawberries on there too, but I'd rather have a blackberry, honestly. I'd rather have a blackberry, blueberry. They had a gooseberry, and they had some other thing that something that looked like it was called a berry, but it looked like a long grape. I don't remember what it is, and I was tempted to get that too, just to grow it, just to have it. But my hubby said that he would like a gooseberry. We might go back and get those. I would love to have a lot of berries around. I would love to have berries and pick berries. Shoot, I'd be outside all the time picking berries. Yeah, it looked like it was like a rich dark blue, like a blueberry color, but it was like um, it kind of looked like. Have you guys seen those witch fingers grapes that are long, like oblong? Um, it's a grape, but this was a berry, but it's shaped like that, but a smaller version. So it's kind of like oblong, and then not oval. It was just kind of messy oblong. I don't know. I could draw it for you. So what is it called? God, I don't even remember what it was called. Got some notes here. So it kind of looked like this, if anybody cares. So I'll draw it real big, but it was kind of like that, and it had like a. I'm gonna get teased for this, but it looked like this. It was shorter. It was shorter. It was like this shorter. Sorry. So it was shorter. So it was like it looked like that, and it was a berry. It was labeled as a berry. So, it wasn't the gooseberry. It was something else, and it was a word I hadn't really had experience with thinking about or saying or reading about. So it was like a new word for me that I've never seen before. Anyways, that's why I can't remember it because I can't identify it with anything I've ever said before or seen or so I couldn't remember it. I think I'm gonna go back and get it. It was like $8 or something. Yeah, if I get to bed at a decent hour, I'll get up early. I went to bed at midnight last evening, and I got up at a decent hour, way before. Shoot. So I think I got up like around eight in the morning. I went to bed at midnight, and I got up at like 4, and gave the cat a little snack, and then kind of looked around outside for a bit. Went back to bed, and then got up like I don't know 9ish. It's like it's the lighting. I don't like the lighting. I like the lighting like between 5 and 6 in the morning, where there's like a blue glow in the sky, and then I like the lighting around 7. The 7 o'clock lighting is really beautiful. It's a glow. It's not like a direct shine on everything. To me, anyways, everything glows at that hour. To me, but then after that, it's just like I don't like the lighting. It's just I don't know. The lighting's weird to me. That's why I just sleep through all that usually. Let's see. Where's that? Extremities. Yeah, I'm probably gonna close it down here pretty soon. But yeah, I'll go ahead and that channel with that. If anybody's interested, it's called Liberty Risk, and it's the one that's with Brian Price, William Price. It doesn't have his middle name, but he says it in the interview. Um, Liberty Risk. It's I think it's good. They cover a lot of stuff. They do a lot of interviews with. I think mostly it's about military and stuff. That's what I'm kind of seeing. But this one caught my eye because it was in my feed, and he was dressed in his in the with the blanket and the turquoise, and I'm like, oh, what's this about? He had a bunch of medals on his chest too. That was the second part. The first one, he's actually in his combat gear, and he's got face paint on. It's like, what's going on here? It just, but I'm kind of glad that I clicked on it because he had some interesting experiences. Okay, yeah, so anybody doing anything fun this weekend? So I am going to be cooking something crazy. I have to get the ingredients for it. But I don't know when. Maybe, probably, hopefully within the next couple of days. I'm trying to go through all the leftovers in the fridge. But I'm going to cook something crazy. It's an experiment, so it's going to be delicious, though. It's going to be good. It's going to be it's a food that everybody's heard of, but I'm going to put a twist on it and make it in a different style. So I'm excited, and it's gonna be different. I'm gonna attempt to do something different. So, let's see. I think that's pretty much all I wanted to cover. Oh, I made this thing right here. Looks like bread. You know how hard it is? This used to be a grapefruit. And I'm going to be shaping it down and painting it, and it's going to be like a trinket box. So something else I learned, an experiment that I made. You guys saw, if you guys were present for the live when I was in the garden, I was harvesting the dried Thai basil. This was actually in the basket, wrapped around a jar. So it's really hard, and I'm going to be finishing this and sanding it down and painting it. And it's an experiment. I guess they did this in another country. I can't remember what country, but I wanted to see if I could do it. It's kind of cool. It's like a little trinket box, but as you can see, it's like really rough around the edges. So I got to sand it down, cut it down, and then this side also. You guys probably can't even see it because it's so little, but here, let me go bigger. So it's like that. And this was a grapefruit. And It's really hard. So um, you could. So it's all dried, and it's my first time making it, so it's not perfect. But you got to trim it down and get it to like um, you got to get it to fit right, and then that's the inside, which was the peel, and it's like a freaking like a trinket box. It's a trinket box. That's what they used a long time ago to make gifts. Like to put your little trinkets in there. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely finish this in the art studio. I have to sand down. This was the inside, the outside. I had to scrape away all that flesh, and then it dried really nice. But I gotta sand it down and make it smooth, and then I'll paint it and get it all finished. It's gonna be cool. And you can even, you can wear it around your neck, and I can actually collect herbs when I go hiking and put my herbs in this. There's a lot of stuff we can do with that. And it's a natural, right? You didn't have to go buy it. It came right off of this was a gift. My hubby brought this home from a tree of his coworker, and I ate the grapefruit. It was a pink grapefruit. It was big, and so I was like, I'm going to try that project, see how it comes out, and it came out kind of cool. Yeah, natural repellent. So there was another like if you poke holes in the top and you put star anise inside, it would emanate the essence of the star anise and be like a little air freshener for the room. So you could also use it for that. But I have to find like a good jar that has equal top and bottom almost, where the top is slightly smaller than the base. That way, once it's completely dry, it should fit right into itself, right into the pieces. And so I'm going to have to manipulate the edges to where it should fit right into itself. And you can make them in all these sizes, different sizes. And it smells citrusy. Oh, it still smells like the pink grapefruit. It still smells like it. Really nice. But it's just fun these little fun little experiment. And it will crack if you drop it. So I have to finish it and put some weight on it and put a little skin on it and paint and see how it comes out. But that was really fun to make. So I just got it right here. It's kind of cool. Could probably, I was thinking, I wonder if you can make like a little drum out of it. But it doesn't have that. Those, have you seen those drums? I think they have hide on them though. Remember on Karate Kid, that thing that they spun back and forth and it had a string with a little ball and you go back and forth and it would hit each side of the drum? Remember that thing? That's what it reminds me of. If I attach it to a stick and then twist it like that and make it go like that. But it's a different element. It would sound different. It would probably still do the bang really nice. I don't know. Like a new instrument, right? I don't know. So many possibilities. How did I shape it? So I wrapped it around a jar. The bottom side of the jar, I stuck it on and then pressed it down. And then I wrapped a rubber band around it and let it dry. I let it dry outside in the air dryer, the basket that I have that dries herbs. And it dried really nice. So depending on how this comes out, I'll make some more and just play around with the design and see what I can make with them. They're really cool. Um, they're really cool. I mean, I think if you could even probably make I don't know, an ashtray with it, or definitely a trinket box, especially after it's painted and glossed, and you will see. Definitely gonna finish it really nice. Put a cocopelli on it or something. It's definitely is gonna be colorful. But I'm really pleased with how it came out. It was really fun to do. It's a fun project. This comment right here. We were debating on a ride a bit more south. It sounds dumb, but I want to film dropping freezing lizards, but I'm not sure as they can fall on you or your car. On a riding a bit more south. Are they falling out of the trees? Are you guys have you guys seen the thing with the trees? Well, they're splitting open because of the freezing temperatures is freezing the moisture in the trees and the sap, and it's causing them to expand. And it's just breaking open the bark. Some are just splitting and totally breaking. That would be some interesting footage to see, honestly. But if they're all over the road and then running them over, that would be kind of an awful feeling experience, huh? For me, it would. Some people don't care. They'll run over stuff. They don't care. Like, they don't even bat an eye. I just feel so bad. Gosh. Maracas? Those have little things inside, huh? What would I use wooden beads inside? That's what I'm saying. You can make like a little instrument. Maracas. Those are those things, right? That you shake. They're made of like gourds or wooden. I think they turn them, huh? Yeah, I'm saying you could probably make an instrument out of this. It kind of looks like a burger. Oh, that road thing is what's stopping me? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's already in your mind, right? You might as well go and execute the idea. I mean, it's in your mind. I'm really bad at coming up with. I come up with so many ideas in a day, and like today, I was procrastinating whether I should go get some soil, and I'm like, I was like thinking of everything I could to not go, and then I'm like, you idiot, just go get it. And then I was like, oh, rush hour, whatever, rush hour, and I'm like, so what? Because I don't leave the house very much. But yeah, if it's in your mind, I'm trying to get better at executing ideas that pop into my mind. Out of like 4 ideas, I'll maybe do 1. And I gotta actually get better and follow through with the ideas that are doable. But if as long as if you're safe and you know that you can see you doing it and then coming back home after doing it, I mean, or even while you're out there, everything's going good and you're coming back home. I mean, it's a good feeling. I would do it. Just be careful. Not running anything over. Little metal balls. Like little BBs. Your truck or your head? Oh, God. Well, how big are the freaking lizards? Are they like 3 feet long or something? definitely do it. I mean, you're gonna see a big freaking 15-pound lizard falling in front of you. You're gonna have enough time to stop, right? Isn't there like a field you can park off the side of the road and just sit there for a little bit? And I gotta go to your channel. Do you have anything up on your channel? I think the last time I looked at it, uh, oh, you got some more new stuff on here. Manatees. Okay, there's a few things that I haven't seen yet. Okay, I'll have to check those out. Don't park under a tree. Yes, lots. Yeah, I noticed you have some new stuff in here. Yeah, that's cool. Definitely check some of that out. Oh, yeah, you do what's comfortable for you. Don't worry about pleasing people. I used to worry about that a whole lot. I mean, the people, if they know you and they like you, they'll stick around. If they're just one of those people who are trolling or whatever, that they come and go. Yeah, I don't have a schedule for my channel, and I go live when I can. When I'm comfortable, when I'm feeling up to it, when I have the energy, um, and the people who do stuff on a schedule. I mean, now you're bound to that. Now you're committed, and sometimes things happen. I mean, then you have to tell everybody, "Oh, I'm sorry, it's good, it's canceled today," or whatever, or you're late, and then people start complaining. And I'm avoiding all that. Just like, no, not doing that. If they like you, they'll stay. If not, they'll go. Okay, that's fine. You can't please everybody, So people who like gardening, adventuring, cooking, those people, they'll hang out, they'll stick around. Those are the people, that if you click with them, they'll always come back. So. Oh, they made a video. Oh God, that happened to me too, way back when, a while ago. I got pissed too about it. I was like, if that person like stood on my doorstep and I opened the door, I definitely would probably break the jaw first. Um, but then, violence is not good. So you don't want to do that. But you just kind of have to let it go because people, the keyboard warriors, um, they have a different set of balls. Uh, those balls are empty and light, right? So they don't have anything to back up. They don't have anything. They don't have a soul. They don't have any foundation. To me, they're just floating like a balloon. So it's not even worth the effort. Oh yeah, I don't even have a Facebook anymore. You have a few stalkers too? Dang girl! What the heck? It's not funny, I'm sorry. I'm not laughing at that's horrible. I'm just like, dang, what have you been doing? What'd you do? Run out in your bikini and stuff or what? Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. Oh my gosh. Really? Wow. That's horrible. Gosh, I'm sorry you're going through that. Jeez. I'm telling you, these people have they definitely would not do this kind of stuff to your face. Like I said, keyboard warriors. This is why I don't entertain any of that behavior on my channel. If I see even a sliver of it, a sliver of that behavior, I don't entertain it. And a lot of people say, "Let them speak. Give them their right to speak." No, I'm sorry. I don't do the bullying thing. I like respectful conversation in the room. I don't entertain anything else. That's just my channel. And everybody can do their channel with their own set of rules, but this is how I feel. This is how I treat people in public, how I treat people online. And this, you keep it one way and you don't keep changing your freaking rules all the time or whatever. I try to stay consistent with my beliefs. I try to, even though we all change, but I just try to go with what works the best and keeping it respectful. My balls are as big as Hi, Miss Joy Axe. How you doing? Good to see you, Miss Joy Axe. Yeah, I reposted it again the other day because they were at it again. Oh, I'm sorry you have to go through that. Chopsticks. Oh, you're showing the chopsticks. Thank you, Miss Kathy. Oh, thank you. There's the spaghetti with chopsticks emoji. The coffee and the little bee. Oh my God. I made a wallpaper, right? A screensaver for your phone. I don't know if I can get it to pop up here. So I have I think I took the link off the Buy Me a Coffee link, but in that link there's digital products for sale, like from $1 to $3. Anyways, I think I'm gonna put this in there. How do I pull it up? How do I pull it up? Just want to show it real quick. It's so cute. It's a little bee holding a cup of coffee, and it's animated. And if you got an Android, I know it'll work on your phone. You could do a screensaver when your phone goes into, when it shuts off, like this screensaver, it saves energy. Thank you, Miss Kathy. I think I'm going to gift another 5 more too. I think I have 5 before the month is over. This is the only negative thing on my channel. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Thank you, Miss Kathy. Okay. Oh, who got the 5? Dag Silgad? Jingles, congratulations. Doc Charlie J, congratulations. War Criminal and DJ Is. Awesome. Okay, congratulations, guys, to those 5. And I'm going to actually gift 5 more. Let me see. Thank you, Miss Kathy. Here we go. I don't think they roll over either. They only give you 10 a month. Okay, so, look, Wasabi, Trinaria, Fallen Star, John Cena, and Cat. Cat 73. Congratulations, guys, on your on these 5 gifted memberships. Also, Miss Kathy, thank you very much. I'm sorry, I should be doing this. Miss Kathy has gifted 5 memberships. Oops, not that one. Not that one. Where's the other one at? Yes. Thank you, Miss Kathy. I couldn't find it for a while. Thank you, Miss Kathy. I appreciate you very much. Thank you, Miss Kathy. Oh my God. Thank you so much, Miss Kathy. Okay. How long is that one? All right, guys, settle down. All right, simmer down. Okay, so Dag Silgad, Jingles, Doc Charlie J, War Criminal, and DJ Is. Congratulations from Miss Kathy. And Wasabi, Trinaria, Fallen Star, John Cena, and Kat. Congratulations on your new memberships to the Susie B channel. There's Wasabi. I forget to use my sound effects. I got a few sound effects. So, woohoo, says Wasabi. Congratulations. Oh my God, Wasabi got one. Oh no, he is a virus. Good morning, ladies and stats. From Wasabi, you are welcome. Thank you, Miss Kathy. That's so awesome. Okay, I'm trying to find that screensaver. It's and if anybody's interested and you kind of think it's cute, probably not the men. The men probably would think it's stupid, but maybe the ladies might like it if I can figure out how to pull it up here. I'm self-taught and everything, so I have to quickly figure things out. So let me see if I can figure it out. It should be on display. Wallpapers. Okay. So let's see if I can pull it up here. This is it right here. Hold on. So this is it. So it's got like it does like a little golden swirl kind of glittery thing. Yeah, it's a bee, and the bee has heterochromia. So one eye is blue and one eye is green. I love that. So if anybody would like, I can put it in the Buy Me a Coffee link, and you don't have to buy me a coffee, but you can go in there and look at stuff that I'm selling, which are digital products. And you can use this as your screensaver. So when your phone goes into a screen saving mode, mine goes black, and as soon as I touch it, this pops up first, and then the wallpaper. But you can see a little better. But this was created with AI, so just so you know. But I made it. In a program that I use. So she's holding a cup of coffee. She actually lifts up the coffee a little bit, and then the little golden sparkles make a little heart. But yeah, I think I'll sell that for maybe $1 if anybody's interested to download it. The digital, it's a wallpaper. So yeah, that's that. If anybody is interested in purchasing, would like a little bee. So I need to change my desk. That's a screensaver, I think. It's called a wallpaper. It's under wallpaper. But that's what I was trying to do today, and I'm so sidetracked, easily sidetracked. God, I can't. Um, it's hard to freaking finish something sometimes. If I get like too much sidetrack going on around me, I work better when I'm by myself, but it's hard when I'm distracted. I just can't finish nothing. Yeah, it's a bee. It's a coffee. It's a bee holding a cappuccino. I think before I go to bed, I'll try to arrange for that. And I'll put that link probably in the community page if anybody's interested. I'll put a picture of it, a still of it, and you download it and from your phone, it saves the file. Just go into settings and go to your wallpapers, and then upload it into that, and it'll pop it right into your wallpaper. And it's the right size and everything for the wallpaper. It should fit right on your phone, on your screen, perfect. I haven't done any digital products lately, but there's a whole bunch of different ones there. But there's very few wallpapers like that move like that are animated, because Android allows you to add an animated wallpaper to your phone now. So when your phone is on a timeout or powering to save power saver mode, that wallpaper will play. Once you tap it, the screen, you'll see the animated wallpaper, and then I don't know, and then the screensaver after that. But yeah, I think it's cute. I'm really glad I put that in there. I did have the ocean when we went to Mexico, and I recorded the ocean, the waves crashing. And I've had that for years, so I wanted it something different. Thank you. Oh, I'll have to get that done and put in there. So, you got a stupid question? I get. Would you use 2 corn dogs as a chopsticks for themselves? Picking up what? That's heavy. Come on, that's too heavy. Unless they were real thin ones. What would I be eating with them? A salad? You missed Chris Fooey? Pazo. The corn dogs. Oh, eating the corn dogs and holding them like chopsticks and eating them? Yeah, I would do that. I haven't had a corn dog in forever. When was the last time I had a corn dog? Years. I can't remember. You don't want me to do it on camera, do you? I'd have to go buy corn dogs. I'd have to go buy a pack of them. Oh, you know what? I bet you the convenience store, the gas stations have them. I wouldn't have to go buy a box of them. Bet you anything I could find a corn dog at the gas station. Now I'm curious how that would fit in my hand, because you got just the 2 little sticks at the end. That would be interesting. Road trip. Oh, you know how to make corn dogs, Miss Kathy? Really? Ooh, beer batter, I bet, huh? I bet it's not even hard. It's just you need a lot of oil for that too. I don't have like a fryer. We were thinking about buying a little miniature fryer too, but we haven't executed that plan yet. I bet you make wonderful corn dogs, Miss Kathy. So mean. Why you gotta make me laugh like that? It's only because I can see the image in my head, and it's just that's what stop. I'm sorry, Miss Kathy. They always make fun of your height. Oh my god. Oh my god, this reminds me. Um, guys, have you seen this channel? Have you seen this freaking channel? These two guys, right? Oh my god. They're like ghost chasers, right? Oh my god. Maybe you guys have heard of this channel. I was laughing so freaking hard. I almost peed my pants, my shorts. It's called these guys were on roller skates and they both put shock collars on themselves and they went into a haunted house. And they couldn't they're not very good on skates to begin with. Um and one of them fell and he's like, ah, and his shock collar went off because he screamed. And he's like, ah, and he's screaming and the shock collar shocking him more. Do you guys know what that channel is? Oh my God. It is the funniest freaking thing. I was like, who the hell is going to watch this channel, right? I'm like, the freaking crap that people watch, and I'm watching it. I'm sitting there. I'm like, I'm going to watch a minute of it. Heck no, I was in like 30 minutes and I was laughing my freaking rear end off. It's called, anybody hear of it? The Thrillbillies. Yes, 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 the Thrillbillies. I use a pot as a fryer on the stove. Oh, you use a pot to do your frying, deep frying? I mean, it would be hard to deep fry a corn dog like sideways. I mean, you want to go all the way in, right? Don't you? Or you just want to let it float there? Um, yeah, it's CJ Faison. Yes, yes, yes. Oh my God. They do, it's called Wearing Shock Collars and Roller Skates Inside the Most Haunted Farm. Oh my God. Oh my God. It is so freaking funny. And then it makes it to it because I don't like shows like that. I don't like watching stuff like that because they're, I'm not, I'm just not my thing. But this was hilarious. I was like, it took the scary part totally out of it because I was more focused on them falling and trying to skate around, and they were trying to walk on the snow in roller skates. Then they finally made it into the house after falling so many times, putting on the shock collars, and then if they talked too loud, the shock collar would go. I was laughing so hard, and then they finally found a stick to hold themselves up with. He's all, this is so much easier. Then he gets the stupid. One guy is using a stick, the other one's using a broom, and they go into one of the rooms, and there's a doll standing like having a session, a class, right? With these other dolls, half moon in front of her, like standing in front of her. And he goes, isn't this weird? This is like Maribel or whatever he called her. Um, and he goes with his broom. He tells her this is gonna hurt, and like whacks her and misses and falls. Oh my God. But it's so funny. It's so freaking funny. It's called CJ Faison. Just how he spelled it. Uh, oh my God. If I could just share real quick at I'm just gonna share like the screen. Let me see. Hold on. Okay, here it is. So this is the guy, and he had just knocked over the doll, and then he took another whack at her, and he broke the freaking broom. He's all, oh man, and then it's like he's got like a sharp point, and he's just like throws that at her. Yeah, it's a haunted farm. Oh, he bought that haunted farm? Oh my God, it's so freaking funny. But it's called wearing shot collars. Here's the title. In roller skates. Oh my God, this was on my feed, and I'm like, what's this? What's this all about? I clicked on it. I was laughing so freaking hard. 75 years? He paid 170 grand for that? Oh, okay. See, I just found his channel tonight, but I was like, what the? They're not even, they don't even know how to roller skate. They're not even roller skate. They're like walking on their skates, but they're so funny because I was like, this is all an act, but actually they're just two kind of funny, goofy, kind of goofy in a good way, but like humble. I don't know, humble, goofy. I don't know, but he's not like his face is just like I don't know. There's like an innocence to his face, and even the other guy, like they remind me of like grown children, in playing around, right? The stupid things that kids do. That's what they remind me of. It's so funny. It's so funny. He had just whacked the doll. She was standing in front of the where is it at? It just right. Look at her eyes, how big they are. He was just getting ready to whack her, and he missed. He fell down because he's on skates. Mm. She watches that stuff. That's your Mrs. Wasabi. Oh my God, that was so freaking funny. And then he's like on the floor. He has that little piece of stick with him, and he just throws it at her. Oh my God, that was so freaking funny. I was laughing so hard. My hubby's like, "What the hell are you laughing at?" And I'm like, "Look at these guys. They're wearing skates. They're in a haunted house, and they got dog shot collars on." And the only reason why I can relate to this is because I did something stupid like this with oops. I put a shot collar on one day, and my friend had the remote. Boy, those things hurt. I know they were in a lot of pain. I don't know on what notch it was turned up to, but I know that mine was turned up all the way when my friend pushed the button, and that hurts. Like it goes through all your nerves. The electricity, it goes through all your nerves. Like it almost feels like veins, and the veins in your face. That hurts like a son of a gun. Oh, see, I didn't know that. That's crazy. I didn't know he. That's his place, huh? Oh, he has it listed for sale. No. Was she liked it that much? Oh wow. Oh, heck no, I wouldn't want to own anything like that either. Is it really haunted though? In his like it's like why are the dolls all set up like that? You saw it in the first time. They were all like and the one doll, her eyes were like real big, like oh, that's the property. Oh heck no. Heck no. Where is this at? Seaford, what's DE? Delaware? She's crazy. Oh, they move? They do? Oh, really? Yeah, I don't watch that stuff. The way I was raised, and my belief is that stuff can follow you home. Like, watching stuff like that can invite things into your house. That's what I believe. That's my belief. So I don't dare mess with these kind of shows, but this right here, I was laughing. Like, I totally was um I was distracted by their humor, right? That I was but I didn't watch all of it. I just watched a little bit of it. But when they started to, oh, before they started to try to use the spirit box, I turned it off. I'm like, I don't want to hear that. The piano exploded. Oh my God. Yeah. Watching that was very comical, on skates and with the shot collars. And his buddy lost his glove, and his hat flew off because they were outside for at least like 20 minutes before they even got into the freaking house, or 15. And it took them so long to get into the house because they kept falling, and then they couldn't get up, and then they kept falling. And I was like, dang, when are they gonna get into the freaking house already? He's all knocking on the window. You guys are ugly. You're ugly. You're ugly because you ate licorice as a kid or something like that. I started laughing. Yeah, that's in Delaware. Okay. I was laughing so hard. That's a freaking funny channel. He goes, he's curious at how many other people are gonna copy the skates and the shot collar. He goes, we'll see it. He goes, I get a kick out of it when people copy what we do. Well, it's true. I used to get pissed, but now it's like you should probably kind of be flattered that people copy you. Another one, they was blindfolded and walking through a house with no, really? What the hell? This was funny. I mean, this combination with the skates and the freaking shot collars, because they're like trying not to laugh, because if they laughed too loud, they would set off their shot collar, and they're like they're in pain, but they're trying not to scream. And I know that hurts. That hurts bad, because I know that hurts. You have to experience that a dog a shot collar to know what they're feeling, because that hurts. Dragging each other around in handcuffs to keep. Nuh-uh. Really? Oh, I don't know. I might watch another one of their shows. I just don't like hearing the spirit box thing, and I just don't. My soul's like, nope, nope, turn it off, turn it off. I'm like, all right, okay. You know, when you get that intuition little feeling that says, don't, this, you shouldn't be watching that. That's funny though. That's freaking funny, hilarious. I can't believe that. And he has such an innocence to his face. Like, he doesn't. They gotta be young, right? What is he, like 29 or something? He's young. He rented it out once and watched cams. People was doing it. No, are you kidding? Oh my, that's messed up. That's messed up. Oh my god. God, what time is it? Oh my god, it's already 2 o'clock. Ross, I guess I'm not going to bed early tonight. Shit. That's crazy. Yeah, he has that look about him. He's just like he's an innocence about him. He's like a grown, like an adult child. Oh my god. Creepy dolls always getting beaten by Sunny. That's what he did to that one. He like tried whacking it and missed, and then he fell down because he was on skates. But the other guy was trying not to laugh. Did you see that one? That was funny. Yeah, I try not to cross that boundary with stuff, But this I actually liked watching it because it was funny. Um, but yeah, when furniture starts flying and dishes start flying, I have to turn that stuff off. He's what he is kind of. Daddy left him the biggest auto auction house on the East Coast. He was looking to expand and found that house. Now that's what he does for fun. Oh my gosh. But he I don't know, he antagonizes them. He's like knocking on the window, hey, you're ugly. And he doesn't have like that fear. Almost like he's not really scared, but he is, but it's an innocent scared. I don't know, it's different. Some people scream a blood curdling scream, and when when his collar shocked him, he screamed with such a high pitched sound. I was laughing so hard. That was real. That was totally real. I was laughing so hard. It was just funny. Yeah, it's definitely funny. I probably won't watch a whole lot of his stuff, but that was I really enjoyed that little bit that I saw. I never seen him with the. He was wearing he looks different in a ball cap. But yeah, that's just crazy. Watch the one he got trapped in the attic. He was alone. The door slammed shut. Freaked out. He freaked out and Spartan kicked it into the wall. Oh my god. I might have to watch a little bit of another one probably. That's funny. Because you see, there's a lot of videos, there's a lot of channels that are ghost hunters, ghost detectives, ghost investigators. But I don't like how they're all acting. It just seems like they're all acting. And the way he does it, it's kind of like funny, but it's not like he sat down with the other crew and it's almost like the other people sat down and talked about it, and this is how they were gonna express their content to the crowd, to the audience. It just all of it seems fake. Everyone that I've seen in the past, it's just so fake. And this stuff like him, I don't know, it's like there's like an innocence to it, to his stuff. Just a little bit of what I saw. I mean, could look fake further on in his other videos, but from what I've seen, just a little piece of what I saw, 30 minutes, it was funny as heck. If Summer Emily wants you to record all the the witches' balls in the local cemeteries around here. You guys have witches' balls? Oh no. The, those aren't those are that's witchcraft, right? Of course, witchcraft. Those are spells. Yeah, you gotta be careful with those. Aren't those like little they're like little spells, right? I don't know if they're used for protection. Are they the protection ones? I got it mixed up. Isn't that real popular in the New Orleans area, Louisiana and all that? There's like a lot of those. Huh. Yeah, I wouldn't be messing around those. You guys are ballsy. I mean, it just depends how you approach it. If you're strong in your spirit and mind, I mean, you could do anything. But I grew up with a lot of that stuff. I thought our house was haunted growing up. There was a lot of things going on, and I don't like dealing with that. It feels awful. Um, a lot of freaking there was a lot of soul sucking going on in the house that I was growing up in. Now that I know what the heck, after watching a lot of this stuff and hearing explanations of what's happening, like the paralysis, all that, I don't like that. That's a horrible feeling. Okay, so it supposedly traps the lost souls. To have one on a tombstone, a little a little odd to me, but the pentagrams on it are creepy. Yeah, well, the pentagrams are used for rituals, right? You put a pentagram down, and then you put little elements in each of the corners and the candles, and then that's the spell. That's like the bones of the spell. So it could be something that's being used over and over again. That's like you know, the foundation of a spell, right? The pentagram thing. Yeah. Yeah, right, right. It's for the elements and the directions, and there's like it's like a whole um steps that you got to follow, and that's like the key. Yeah, right, right. That's crazy. See, that's the kind of stuff that I definitely don't mess with any of that. Like if you're doing like the pendulum thing, I think there's like cards that you buy a kit with the pendulum, and I think there's a pentagram on that. Where is it? Circle. I don't know if there's a pentagram on that. And that just helps you, like if you're asking questions with the pendulum, and usually if it's stamped on a card, it has like I think yes and no, and I think other things. Because I have a kit like that, but I haven't used it in a long time. I don't know if it's got that pentagram on it. Can't remember. Where is that little kit at? I think I don't somewhere. Yeah, I bought like a kit, a pentagram kit, not a pentagram kit, a pendulum kit, and it came with all these different stones. Like I think one's an amethyst, one's a crystal, one's a tiger's eye. Uh, probably like probably a turquoise one, maybe a lapis lazuli. I think it has all the chakra stones, maybe. I know I have. It's a bag. They're all in a bag, big bag. I haven't used that in a long time. Welcome to the Susie channel. Do I know the country music singer Loretta Lynn? She owned a place in Tennessee. Used to be a plantation, and it's supposed to be haunted. No, I don't think I've ever heard of her. Yeah, I don't follow that haunting stuff. The original planchettes for the Ouija was based off Sung Dynasty. Really? Is that where it came from? See, every culture has some kind of magic, some kind of stuff. They were all trading energy for favors or whatever they were looking for, or searching for, or wanting to have. But there's a price you got to pay with all that stuff. I think that's where the phrase "nothing is for free," I think that's where that really comes from. Nothing is for free. I mean, you can give people, help them out with a few bucks here and there. That's free, right? That's free. But I think is in the magic realm, or the people that practice magic, that I think that's where that frame really holds more substance, where nothing is really for free because of the laws that come with all that stuff. Oh, heck no, me either, Rashad. Yeah, we actually did that. The last time I used one of those was, shoot, I must have been maybe 13, maybe 13, 14-ish. Never again. That thing, it got to where we wanted to do it all the time, and we started to fight for who's going to do it first, who's going to, who gets to go first, and it started to take over. And finally, good thing it was taken away and hidden from us. But thank goodness, because it started making us really obsessive about it. And that's the last time I used one of those. It was like an obsession. It was a really, really deep obsession to get to wanting to use it again and again and again and again and again. And it was just silly little things that we were asking, not even anything harmful, just stupid little kid question things that I don't remember. I know. Shoot, they've been selling them like Toys R Us. You remember Toys R Us? Those things were sold all day long there, and people are pissed about that. They said they shouldn't be available to children. The one that we had, I think it was bought from a toy store, probably a Toys R Us, because that's where they were easily accessible from, was like the Toys R Us. You got in a dark closet, started to chant Rumpelstiltskin, Rumpelstiltskin. And voila, Kathy appeared. Right. No, when I was growing up, I used to always sleep with the covers over my head because the freaking closet, every single freaking night, the dang closet door would start to open and I could hear the little bearings in the wheels. It was on a metal track, and someone kind of convinced me that the house was tilted, and depending on the temperature, um, the house would start to shift. And they kind of try to convince me that that's what was going on. I never had the um, I was never brave enough to look to see what the heck was in the closet. But then later on, as I got older, I heard a lot of stories that the closets are used as portals, and I was like, "Son of a gun! What the heck? What the heck was peeking at me through the closet?" And I know it sounds really silly and like maniacal, or you know, but what the heck? What the heck was opening that dang door every night? And what was happening was, I was getting so freaking scared. I could feel like the fear energy around me was so strong. Gosh, it was like I was emanating it. I could feel it just emanating off of me. And I think that's whatever it was eating that. It's like eating it. Every freaking night I had, as like my whole childhood was sleepless nights. Sleepless. It was horrible. You got amazed after seeing your great grandfather 3 years after he passed away. Wow. I don't know. Um, that doesn't sound like it would be him, though, right? Why would he want to cause harm to you in the afterlife? I mean, do you think it was really him? We're so easily deceived by the other side. I mean, they could totally take on any form they want, especially they just pull. I think, or feel that they can pull any image out of your head and just use it to for tricking tricksters. That's like being in a dark room, looking in a mirror, saying, "Oh my God, don't tell me you did that, Rashad." That was we actually did that too, in like junior high. We would do that. Um, that's not good, especially if you believe that something bad is going to happen, because our minds are very powerful, right? You could totally scare yourself into, I think, seeing something. I don't think we ever saw anything. But the essence of that fear is stays there, because you're expecting something bad to happen, and you keep doing it enough. Yeah, I didn't entertain that very long. I think I did that once, maybe twice. We shared a birthday, and I was expelled from school on your birthday. Came to show me he was mad. That side of the family was, well, not nice people. Oh, he was disappointed. No, you didn't do it, Rashid? Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I don't really like watching those shows, because it brings back all that stuff. I mean, a lot of it, I think I blocked out of my memory, but there's a few things that I do remember very, very um, specifically with that stupid closet. And I always slept with the covers over my head. And it was so uncomfortable because it was hard to breathe. And I was afraid to like get some air because I was afraid of what was going to be standing there or whatever the heck was opening the closet. So it was just a horrible fear growing up. Horrible. So uncomfortable. As soon as I would see the light coming up through the window, I knew it would stop. So as soon as light hit the room, it would stop. So I had to stay up literally all night, every freaking night. I'd have to go to school tired sometimes, you know. Sometimes I could go right to sleep and I would sleep hard, but most nights, the stupid freaking closet, that darn little wheel, I could hear it going click, 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 and as it was rolling on the track, opening. Like everybody else was asleep, I'd hear everybody snoring or breathing loud or whatever, deep sleep, and it was just always me. It sucked. God, I hated that. And then since then I couldn't sleep in the dark. It was just till I moved here with my hubby that I actually said, you know what, that's enough of that. Um, it's time to turn off the lights, and try to sleep in the dark. My mom, she must have had some kind of trauma because she sleeps with the lamp on, and she's 82. So something must have happened to her because she does not sleep in the dark either. But I finally put my foot down and was like, you know what? You just have to be strong enough to know that you're stronger than whatever is trying to scare you. Because that's all they're doing is feeding on your fear, whatever it is. You were 14, damn near 50, and still remember every detail, including the twitch in his eyes. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that stuff is that really made an impact on you. That's that's the stuff that sticks right there. It brands into your freaking memory. It's branded. You were never expelled again and graduated early. That's why we're all night owls. Yeah. Yeah, I'm always up at the witching hour. It's very rare that I go to sleep early. Like last evening, I went to bed at midnight, and usually, like I could have coffee, and I mean I could go right to sleep. But I didn't. Did I have coffee last evening? I don't think so. Did I? Yeah, I did because I had. Yeah, I did. I did have coffee, but it's not. I can sleep after a couple cups of coffee, but if I go to bed too early, then I'm just like kind of sitting there. Um, Sometimes I have to drink a cup of coffee to relax me enough, but usually I can go. I fall right asleep. What? Drive down Gore Road at midnight? You can hear kids screaming and laughing by the orphanage. Oh man! Did you know that the residual energies they stay in places? I just learned that some of those old buildings were made with, you know, like from what is that called? Like things like stones from the area were mixed into the walls, like the quartz and all that stuff, all that energy. Like if there was traumas, all that stuff is absorbed into the walls because they got like quartz and those types of elements in the walls, and you may be hearing a repeating energy just going over and over again. But there's really It's just that the residual energy that was left behind, which could have been traumas and uh, dramas and traumas or whatever. It may not even be anything really happening. It's just the energy that was absorbed there that keeps playing over and over again. That's something that I heard about like recently. I thought, oh my God, that makes so much sense. You might be a night owl, but you don't give a hoot. I know that place 420. I lived in Ohio for a while. I lived in a house that was 420. We called it the 420 house. It was an old house that they fashioned into small apartments. Each room of the house was literally a little studio with a bathroom in each little apartment. So it was like a two-story, and I had the top floor, and it was basically one room with I didn't even have a bed. I slept on a beanbag, but it had a small little kitchen with a small tiny stove and a bathroom and with a little shower. But I loved it. I was like in my 20s, and it was exciting. It was neat, but it was called the 420 house because it was 420, the address. Oh, you live down the road from Rashad? Wait, I can't sleep. All I had was a chocolate caramel double espresso with marshmallow whipped creams and pumpkin. You had a diabetic coffee. And the rent was cheap. I think I was paying like $200 or something a month. It's like 250 or something. It was like really cheap. It was just a freaking room, like this room that I'm in right here. It's actually kind of like this size, and it had like a smaller, but the windows had a great view. I loved it, and it was close to downtown. I didn't have to drive down to the bars. I could just walk. And all my friends lived, close by. It was just perfect. It was so perfect. The old haunted Mansfield, Ohio prison is haunted. They made part of the movie in there. Oh, yeah. It reminds me of like Alcatraz. Didn't they turn Alcatraz into something now? Was it a museum now or something? Can't remember. The 420, I used to live in Lorraine, close to Lake Erie. Oh, I hate Lorraine. The whole country, the whole county. You were born in Sandtown, raised in Cleveland. Well, wasn't really raised, just kind of hatched and left. Yeah. The old jailhouse for Lorraine on the Lake Avenue is haunted. So, yeah, no, no. Thank you. No, thank you. Nope, nope, nope. It's now a bed and breakfast for ghost hunters. Oh my gosh. I don't know. Those people are a different breed. I'm telling you. Um, I wouldn't want to mess with all that. Shawshank movie. Oh, you're calling Wasabi 420. Okay. Uh, I'm like 420. Okay, you're talking about the 420. So you're referring to his freaking name. Okay. Can't stand Lorraine either. I'm glad I left that place and moved back to Kentucky. There's also a funeral home that was used for dirty stuff and closed. It was the biggest in Ohio for the longest time. Stay there, Rashad, says Miss Kathy. Um, what was it? Something I saw recently where they said that the bodies in the funeral home weren't the ones that were being cremated. They weren't getting the remains. They weren't properly distributing the remains to the families. I heard that like I don't know, a month or 2 months ago. So someone actually tested the bones or something, the remains. And it wasn't the right DNA, or it didn't match something. I think something to that effect. It really. And then after I heard about that, because my father was cremated, and we put him into, from we were given by the place that did it, that did everything. We transferred the remains into like a really pretty urn that we bought. And after hearing about that, I'm like, oh my God, is that really dad that we got back? I hope so. Louisville was way better than here. I'd move back. Or is it called Lowville? You guys call it Lowville or Louisville? Don't be rude, Miss Kathy. That's the latest story of a funeral home. Yeah, this is Ohio. All the weird odd stuff happens here. Also, Willis, Cleveland. I bet all of Lorraine is haunted. Many were whacked back then in the 1930s with that F5 tornado. Oh, 250 mile an hour? Oh my God, Lowville. Yeah, right. I've heard people say Lowville. I've always said Louisville till I heard someone say it like that, Lowville. Like, oh my God. Uh, it's those little details that I pay attention to. So if I go in there and say Louisville, they're gonna know I'm not from there. Yeah, I've heard it said Lowville. Okay, well, you know what, guys? I think I'm gonna shut her down because I can hear my hubby getting up. And I should probably get to bed. It's probably already 3 o'clock. It's almost 3. It's a quarter till. Well, before that, Kathy, from Sandusky to the Flint Ridge, to the Flint Ridge near PS was all Indian tribes, and during the wars of 15 to 1700s, mass Indians were slaughtered. Oh my God, that was all over the United States, right? I honestly think that was all over because they were everywhere. They were all over the United States, and I think that happened a lot everywhere. Get to bed, girl. Okay. Yeah. I will. My eyes are starting to burn because the oils in my skin are seeping into my eyeballs. You go wash my face. But I appreciate. What an awesome conversation we had. And tomorrow, later today, I'll probably be in the garden planting some cilantro. So I might go live later, probably after 12 my time or before. Uh, but we'll see. Thank you guys. Thank you, Miss Kathy, for gifting 5 memberships, and thank you for being a member for so long already. And thank you, Wasabi, and thank you, Rashid, and Miss Joyax that popped in. Thanks for popping in, and everybody else that popped in that's here. There's like, I'm showing 3 people. So yeah, thank you very much, and we'll see you guys later. Thank you very much. I love you all, and what an awesome conversation. That was awesome. So we'll see you later. We'll probably be in the garden later doing something. All right. See you guys. Love you guys. Thank you. Push that like button, guys. If you come in later on, um, helps my channel grow. I'd appreciate it. We'll see you guys. Oh my gosh. That's crazy conversation. I appreciate you all. That's awesome. Sleep well and have a great weekend if I don't see you again. And if you're interested in that screensaver thing, I'll put it up in the community page later. Um, I'll put it up there. Probably put it up for $1 or something. I don't know. I don't want, heaven forbid, someone complain that it's too expensive. I won't say any names. Okay, we'll talk to you later. Bye, guys. Have a good weekend. Welcome to the Susie B channel. Welcome to the Susie B channel. Welcome to the Susie B channel.